do Yakumo. Pop quiz of the following. Select what the publishing department must do to survive at Red Winter. 4 points. 1. Encourage literacy. 2. Convert written material to digital. 3. Install communication lines. What does 3 have to do with publishing? Answer the question. I don't know. I'm not answering it. Incorrect, as I suspected. Correct answer is 3, huh? If you seek more detailed answers, seek out the Red Winter Publishing Department. All right, let's go. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Infrastructure. Ah, another cold day. Well, what was I expecting, really? Did we really have to come out so far? Yes, we absolutely did. It may be a small step for the publishing department, but it could be an important step for Red Winter. A step towards achieving something of actual import. And what would that be? Like I said, the installation of communication lines. Oh my gosh. What are we communicating about? I know. You're thinking, why on earth would the publishing department be involved with something like that? I understand, I really do. This is clearly a public works matter after all. And therefore, in principle, it really is Red Winter office matter, isn't it? Well, I'm not a big fan of red tape, and neither are they. If it were up to them, we wouldn't even see a blueprint until 100 years from now. Then the reason why the publishing department is handling this matter is... Well, yes, exactly. Exactly what you're thinking. Wait, she just said 100, and they said 600 in the mini story. What is that like? Does that mean like... I don't want to think about this now, but it's a bookmark for later. Does time work differently in Kivotos? If they just said it would take 100 years, she could have been facetious, but they said 600 centuries or 6 centuries for the other one. I don't know. I'll think about it later. It's probably some time manipulation in this world. It already exists. I don't know. This is an official contract gig. Is that so? So the Red Winter office is outsourcing now? How am I going to install the communication lines myself? Why would I do such a thing? Results are what matter, Sensei. Results, it doesn't matter how it gets done. All right, this way. Everyone, welcome. Everyone? The Labor Party, okay. You mean it, right, publishing department? You'll compensate us with extra pudding for this job? And even that special grade Moors you obtained through special contacts? I mean every word I say. After all, business can't run without trust. I, Aramaki Yakumo, president of the publishing department, would never make a mockery of money matters. Sensei, why do you look so surprised? Can't believe it. This is like a pyramid scheme. Trying to play the middleman, is it? I thought you'd be trying to maximize the publishing department profits. What are you saying, Sensei? You act like I'm the devil incarnate. Come to Kivotos. I'm telling you, dude, she says she's the devil incarnate. Devil, often considered like goat horny things, goat horns, you know? I think I'm telling you, dude, she's a goat. She's not a dog. She's a goat. She's a goat girl. There are horns under that hat. You can't prove me otherwise. She's a goat girl. Though, if anyone tries to stiff me on payment, I'm prepared to become something much, much worse than that. Either way, it seems you're missing the bigger picture, Sensei. Right message, wrong messenger. Then, what is it that you know and I don't, Yakumo? Well, you see, you can't run a business without an affordable infrastructure. Think about it, Sensei. If the cost of installing infrastructure goes up, the installer will naturally find a way to pass off to the consumer. And the organizer responsible for initiating the agenda items around here is the Red Winter office. Those cheapskates allocated so little to the budget that the project was impossible to begin with. All they see is profit, 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 and instant gratification. So they cut the budget and overcharge the consumer. It's a simple equation for short-term gains and long-term losses. In this hyper-connected society where everyone is connected, everyone all the time, communication networks can truly be thought as lifelines. My brain turned off for that word. It's fine. So if these lifelines are recklessly privatized, it'll be the end of us all. Here, the publishing department will build a communication infrastructure as cheaply as possible, even if it means taking a short-term loss. After that, we'll lend to the success of our long-term goals, negotiating the rights of use with the Red Winder office. Rights of use, not ownership. That's crucial. This is so corporate. I love this. This is what I've been asking for. We need more corporate drama. I mean, kind of. It is a huge part of the underlying story of Blue Archive, but we're just having it forefront now. This is awesome. So what's the plan exactly? Just wait and see. Tee-hee-hee-hee. Finally, our dorms support Ethernet. At long last, frees from the shackles of turtle-like, sloth-like, unreliable, low-quality wireless internet. That's crazy. They installed Ethernet on everyone. I mean, to be fair, that's what like they did at like my dorm room college, but like that's a huge undertaking to add that. Dang, that is a remodel. Now then, everyone, you hold the power of fast, affordable internet in your hands. How will you wield it? Huh? Well, they all just become streamers. When she puts it like that, I guess I don't really know what you can do online. You're lucky that I was coincidentally around to help you. Forget everything you know for now, and let's just start with fun. See here, if you access this streaming platform, you can enjoy up to 100 web novel chapters for free. Created, hosted, and sponsored by the publishing department. Oh, that's awesome. Giving people internet, but they don't know how to use the internet. So she's like, you can use my website. You can use my website. Be if like Disney like upgraded everyone's website to like everyone's internet to like 10 gig internet, and they're like, here, you can stream our 10 gig shows. I don't know. That's really funny. 100 chapters for free? Indeed, and given a reasonable time period after you finish those 100 chapters, you'll even get free previews of the new ones. Of course, if you don't like the sound of waiting, you can always pay for premium to get access to content faster than other users. Dude, this is so funny. This is awesome. Wait, what? No, go away. I just opened Copilot on my computer. I hate that. Pay premium? Come on, it's 100 free chapters. We're never going to need to pay. That's what we all say. It's a generous gacha game. I'll never spend money. Everyone thinks that way at first. Yakumo, you little... You know what? I'm not going to falter for this. I'm not going to falter for that. Also, 100 chapters is nothing. That's like maybe, what, 3 volumes of a manga? I've already caught up. Exactly. Where's the next part? I need to know what happens next. Calm down, calm down. Didn't I tell you earlier? If you just pay the fee for premium content. I heard you and I already bought all of them and finished it. So when's the next part coming out? I'll even pay for a subscription, please. Oh, no, not the subscription. You're gonna regret that. You're gonna regret saying that. Never ask for the subscription model. It's so over. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I have to admit, even though I didn't predict you would finish everything that quickly. Good thing I'm always the girl with the solution. Why don't you indulge yourself in this animated adaptation of the web novel you were reading? After all, there's a huge difference between the reading the word and seeing it on motion, isn't there? Yes, I want to watch them. I bet you only get 10 free episodes for the shows. How about that? I hope you can find some understanding in your heart for these poor souls drawing pictures. It's no easy task, you know. I mean, I agree. Artists deserve to be paid, but you know you're taking like 50% profit. You know you're taking at least 50, maybe 70% profit. If the anticipation is too much, you could also fund the author by making a voluntary donation. That actually is really kind. But you did put author in quotes, so I'm not thrilled about that. No matter how you slice it, that's the way of the world. Money is what makes it move. And since our very own publishing department is acting as the middleman, we'll be able to make a decent profit from the commission fees. Another thing, why do you limit how much I could spend? Yeah, get rid of it. I'd buy everything I could. I still have money left. Oh no, no. Although I am grateful for the sentiment, our publishing department's goal is above all the happiness and enjoyment of our readers. We would never want any of you to find yourself with empty pockets just because of our platform. Wouldn't that be putting the cart before the horse? Okay, I mean, that's a pretty good thing to do. Spending limits? When has a company ever had spending limits? That's crazy. I mean, that's good. But also, that would just really make people who can afford it mad. But like, I don't know. I think that's a good thing. Also, it'll ensure the longevity of this business if we don't bankrupt our consumers financially or emotionally. Which, yeah, I agree. Even if you're going to think of that as like a cynical thing, that's still a good point, you know? If you bankrupt all your customers, then you need to find a new customer base. Which some companies do that. They'll be like, okay, we'll just bankrupt. Once these customers run out of money, we'll just find a new group of people to buy from, you know? But I think this is fair. If there's anything else you'd like to see, at this time, we've prepared several video projects like this. Oh dear, how troublesome. What now? Huh? With the current speeds of the installed internet lines, you can't smoothly watch high-definition video like this. Fortunately, that seems to be the case. Whatever will we do now? The Red Winter office just won't budge on the budget, you see. This is the craziest. This is insane. But what do you think? More web novels, webtoons, videos? For the best possible viewing experience, you would need a faster internet connection. Don't you think? Me yelling at Spectrum right now. Give me more internet now. I can't wait. I still have to wait like another year, I think. At least. Don't you think? Oh no, you're absolutely right. Oh, of course the office is getting in the way, even here. I've never seen such a better reason to start a protest. Another coup, another revolution. Yeah, let's call everyone from the dorms. Sounds good. I'm sure the other dorms will feel the same way. While you're at it, we'd be grateful if you could promote our platform a little too. When we can all watch fun content together, everyone's happy, right? Don't worry, leave it to us. Oh, so you can chat, post reviews, write in opinions on in the community too. This is great. Thank you, everyone. The Red Winter Publishing Department will always strive to provide you with the highest quality content there is. To be honest, about a third of it is filled by buying slop content from the outside Red Winter. Slop content? You guys are producing the slop content. But the students here, it's fresh material, so it's not a problem. It didn't take long for the students to organize a march against the Red Winter office demanding better lines be installed. Why does it keep crashing? Why does it keep crashing? I was in the middle of that. And the publishing department's business was developing at an even greater fever. As a result, it seems the Red Winter office finances have taken a hit. Either way, this was something the Red Winter office should have done in the first place, but they tried to push it off onto me, so it isn't it fair to say the publishing department is completely innocent? Hehehe. Sometimes. What? Sometimes I think you're the scariest person I know, Yakumo. Oh, come on, what are you saying? Where else would you find a student as harmless as me? Because you're a goat. Man, that's all we had to do. We just had that little bit left. Smugness, yeah, she's so smug. I love her. Prepare for a didactic thesis on Red Winter's publishing department in a historical clandestine meeting with Shale. How's that for a title? It's too much. I thought the link contributed to its importance. I considered printing a featured section for it. Let's please keep it normal during your student rep visit. Okay. A business proposal. No, you're supposed to be working right now. No business proposals. You know, Sensei. What is it, Yakumo? Anything Shale says eventually spreads through all of Kyotos, right? Well, in a sense, it's pretty official. Of course, but even taking that into account, I recently realized how rare it is to find an influencer with this level of intangible power and reach. Hearing you talk like that makes me really anxious. Just hear me out, Sensei. Don't you think it's a shame to waste such influence and trust? You might not, but I do. I can see it. So, while I was thinking about that, I came up with an excellent pitch. What if we launch a Let's Read Together campaign supported by the Straight from Shale? That seems like it would benefit the public. And then we carefully select and include Publishing Department's special selection of books. Please behave yourself, Yakumo. Ah, now that I think about it, Trinity Library would take a hit, I guess. No, if I play my cards right, it'll just boost the Publishing Department's credibility even more. We could use it to our advantages. People do say that only a true entrepreneur can turn crises into opportunities. Sensei, could you support the Publishing Department as an advisor or something like that? As for the justification, For the welfare of the Frozen Academy of the Wastelands and the destitute students who suffer there? No. You advise yourself enough. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Why? You know why. You know why. You're right, fiddlesticks. I love that she says fiddlesticks. It's a tiny little touch, but it's so Yakumo that she says fiddlesticks. I know it's like a localization thing, but it's beautiful. I love that she says fiddlesticks. That's so funny. If only that annoying neutrality clause didn't exist. Well, what else is there? Shale, DU. A universally recognized zone of political neutrality. In other words, no academy can rashly assert their sovereignty here. Even the Red Winter Federal Academy's weak voice could be amplified within Shale. And the student from said academy just happens to be me, Aramaki Yakumo. Sensei, for the sake of equality and fairness, the unofficial motto of Red Winter Federal Academy, all academies, well, not all of them, but the so-called top 3 academies. How about we make a gentle suggestion to directly or indirectly assist with Red Winter's pudding production? And we'll add some fine print stating the whole endeavor was sponsored by the Publishing Department. This will temporarily alleviate the chronic shortage of pudding, elevate Red Winter's standing externally and internally. Denied. Stop coming up with ideas. Why? Ugh, fine. Wait, I've only been focusing on Red Winter until now. Is that the short-sightedness of my cause of my failure? Sensei's like not listening to a word she says. She's just yapping and he's just like, no. He's not even listening to her. He's just like, no, denied. She's like, I'm gonna keep going. Welcome back from Ez, everybody. Yakumo is being Yakumo and proposing stupid business, well, smart business ideas, but unethical at the least. By leveraging the fact that Shale possesses extrajudicial authority. Don't look at me like that. This time, the aim is to create a virtuous culture. Trust me, it's the truth. Anyway, the extrajudicial authority, although it's only ever been used in emergencies, in this case for the common good. Supposing, for the example, I'll work out the specifics a little later. She's got no idea. Either way, let's carry out public projects that benefit everyone in the name of Shale. And then just announce that you're collaborating with the Publishing Department. No. It's like, nah. You're not going to get it by me. So cold. That being said, you seem to be really enjoying this sort of thing, Yakumo. Well, that's right. Writing business proposals is a hobby of mine of sorts. How do I explain this? It's the excitement of exploring and manipulating the endless possibilities of any given scenario. It doesn't matter if it's out of the question or actually feasible. Besides, when it comes to making money, you have to exaggerate everything you can within reason or without outright lying. Even more so when it comes to Red Winter offices. For example, let's say that the pudding rations this month would be double if a project goes well. Has that ever worked out? She's like, no. I'm sure it could one day. One day it will. Oh, man. While discussing the importance of building trust in any business, Yakumo and I whittled away at work in our own way and enjoyed it. By the end of the day, I was pleasantly reminded that Yakumo is, in her own unique way, the ideal conversation partner. Aww. That's fun. That's sweet. Man, Yakumo is so cool. Quickly becoming one of my favorite characters. Sensei, you said you were leaving Winter today, correct? Yeah, I'll catch the train back. Really? Our school's train? Is there a problem? Well, I'll see you off. How about that? Okay. Timetable. Whoa, new background. Okay, maybe it's not new. It's just snowy Abydos. No, it's definitely a new background. That's cool. Also, the train track is destroyed. There's no more train tracks. Oh, is that the special thing about their train, is that it doesn't exist? Train isn't coming. If this keeps up, I think I'm gonna wither away. Seriously, even if it's my own school, I can only make so many excuses for our ridiculously horrendous infrastructure. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. I've never seen the campus shuttle train arrive on time. This won't do, Sensei. I, Aramaki Yakumo, have made up my mind. It makes me extremely nervous. Oh, is that what you think of me? I don't only trick and manipulate you, you know? If we want to incite change, the first thing we need is to build our template for the best practices. In other words, if we want to give Red Winter's railroad infrastructure a makeover, first we need a vision of what exemplary railway looks like. Don't look at Wild Hunt, or, oh my gosh. What's... Oh, Highlander. Why did I forget that? Why did I forget that? Don't look at Highlander. Thank you, Ken. I totally slipped my mind. My brain is not working. At the very least, it seems necessary to personally experience what it's like for trains to have actual timetable that they actually follow. This is the first reasonable thing you've said in ages. Yeah, just call her Woba. I'm sure she'll love that. Right? Are you wondering where we are going next? From now on, outside Red Winter, I'll ride DU's railroad network, analyzing routes and timetables. You should join me, Sensei, as an investigative advisor. So this is how it goes, huh? Oh, come on, this would work. This is work related to student education, you know? If you just write up the report properly, the budget will definitely be allocated. Of course, I can give you a hand if you need help with the paperwork. I'll make it easy breezy just for you. What's your scheme this time? Although I turned down Yakumo's proposal, I did buy us a 2 one-day world passes so she could experience the public transit outside Red Winter. Oh, that's nice. Ah, I see. The subway first, huh? Well, subways are generally known for their punctual arrival and departure systems. Well, this is its own sort of charm. And Sensei, today's train tour. I'll be in your care. Tour guide, hee hee hee. She's so silly, man. I love her. The rhythmic swing, the sound of the rails. Usually irksome, but the state-of-the-art soundproofing makes it soothing and like white noise. No wonder people say they get sleepy just riding the subway. Oh, good night. Good night. Sleep tight. I'm both happy and sad that other characters don't show up because, man, they are at Highlander. No, go. Leave. Run while you still can. Get out of there, guys. Run away. No. I said don't go here, guys. Wow, what a great station. The facilities are clean and well maintained, and it's crowded as well. So there are high-speed rail lines connecting various parts of Kivotos that link here. Just the number of connected tracks alone is 32 lines. So then, Sensei, when we arrive at Central Station like this, a key railway hub, what should we do? Ask for directions if you're lost and check the train schedules again. A practical answer for our teacher. However, there's a much more important train station event we must experience. The signature attraction of traveling by train. Choosing your station bento. I see. Oh, come on, you have to give me this one. It's important. Human beings can achieve nothing without a good hot meal first. Okay, if the train is on schedule, we have about 40 minutes before boarding. Exactly enough time to get a bento. Let's go! Man, I wish I lived in like a train country. Dude, imagine just having like a daily pass. It'd be like, let's just ride the trains, you know? Go to random stations, get off. Because like they don't have like a ticket. This isn't like, I have a ticket to this destination. They're just like, we have an all-day pass to just ride the trains wherever. That's so cool. I wish we could do that. I mean, you could do that in like Europe and stuff, or Japan, I guess. Japan. By the way, I'm not talking about subways. You can do that with subways, but subways aren't the same as trains, you know? There's just something different. I love subways. I think subways are cool, but or even RTAs, rapid transits. Those are fun. But there's just something about trains that are just, oh, that'd be so cool, man. I want to do that. This is the famous octopus jar bento. Braised octopus, congealed eel, flavorful rice and vegetables, and octopus tempura too. Above all, the key point is that the lunchbox, the container, is an actual jar. It does make it a bit heavy, but what can you do? The most important thing is that they turn the jar used to catch the octopus into a marketable product. Ah, it's a beef bowl bento. It's an ordinary, unassuming meal, but that sort of simplicity has its own appeal. Beef flavor with soy sauce and shimmered vegetables with a rolled omelet. Pickled ginger is a must too, of course. Considering it's food meant to be eaten on the train, they deodorize the pickled ginger and minimize the smell. Oh, that's nice. This kind of thoughtful attention to detail that determines whether they sell one more bowl or not. A train-shaped bento. The bento container is literally shaped like a train. The contents are all relatively ordinary, like items like onigiri, karaage, sausages, but just being able to take the bento container home as a souvenir already makes it worth it. I love how she's ultra analyzing all of this. It's not a station bento, but this is ice cream. This ice cream is also quite famous in its own right. Why is it so famous? Well, it's frozen so solid that it's impossible to scoop out and eat it as is. Apparently there's even a legendary tale that someone who got so frustrated with it, they took to it with a hammer, but the hammer simply bounced right off the rock hard ice cream. Train platform concourse looks like from England. Yeah, it's definitely, it's weird because I think that Highlander is supposed to be America, like the Americas, you know, area. Because like we have, you know, Millennium is Korea, Shanhaijing is China, you know, we have all those districts. I think Highlander is supposed to be America because if you look at the Shupogaki train, it's literally an actual American train model. But everything else is high-speed bullet trains, which we don't have. So it's a weird combo where I don't know. Unless they just happen to borrow American freight trains, which is fine. But I don't know what, I guess it would have to be the UK or Britain. I don't know. Something to think about. I need to figure out where Highlander is or what it's supposed to be. And granted, it might not be referencing because like I don't think Odyssey is going to, you know. I don't know, maybe it will. I'll have to think about it. Aren't all the station products amazing? Yeah, let's buy them all. All? How much money do you have? What? All of them? You thought that was why I was picking them out? You're not wrong, but I never imagined you'd be so generous as to buy them for me. Students need to eat well. I'll return it, a few things, and come back. Surprised? Well, everything in moderation. And I can't finish this much regardless. I wouldn't want it to end up in the trash. Yeah, we are at Highlander. Okay, cool. So this is just like the hub, though. Oh, we went to Wild Hunt. Look at that crazy little Wild Hunt. Also, that was a tram line. Wild Hunt has trams. That's cool. Also, I think that was a new background for Wild Hunt. Man, I really want to ride trains. Dude, I want to go on a train trip. How was the train trip? Well, it still feels a bit like I'm dreaming, but for now, it looks like we need to start by reorganizing the railroad ties. That's important. Yes, if the railroad ties are unstable, both vibration and noise increase significantly. Above all, the train won't be able to pick up speed properly. But to replace the railroad ties, we'll ultimately have to rebuild the tracks as well. Let me see. Considering just how utterly huge Red Winter is, and how long it takes to even traverse from one end of our railway to the other. So Red Winter is clearly supposed to be like based off Russia, like Soviet era Russia. Is it the size of Russia too? Because that big vast open of nothingness that we just saw at the beginning of the story, I always assumed Red Winter was pretty small because it's not one of the big three, but I guess its size is massive. Maybe it like literally is the size of, or maybe not exactly the size, but that's interesting. Okay, so Red Winter is actually massive, like actual Russia. I guess it's a pipe dream, but a dream nonetheless. You're really into railway lines, aren't you? Why not try making a timetable or something like that? Like drawing up plans? I'd rather not. The work itself is a hassle, but they treat the person doing it like a strategic asset. They suddenly won't be asking people for me, or asking for me left from what? Won't people be asking for me left and right? I'd interfere with running the publishing business. My interest is strictly limited to analyzing local railway lines, and preferably passively. I only took interest in the first place because the books were always transported by rail. You really are the head of the publishing department. Of course, that's only natural. A pine caterpillar must eat pine needles, right? I didn't know that that's a thing. Pine caterpillars? That's cool. Learn something new every day. Hee hee hee. Oh man, dude, this is a really fun one. Did you get back to safely, Sensei? I had a great time, all thanks to you. Well, that's nice to hear. But as I consider it, I think it's clearly that the root of the problem is our academy's shoddy train schedule. Wait now, does that mean if the Red Winter Railroad continues to be terrible, you will take me up on another trip? No way. A likely story. Man, just hang out with Yakumo. You had fun. You had fun. You don't have to accept her business offers, but you can hang out with her. Are you there? Sensei, answer please. I'm here. Okay. I have business. No. Publishing department work. It requires consultation. An informed outside opinion. You want me to come to the publishing department? Yes. That's what I meant. Thank you. A concise speech style. I should practice that too. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's lobby time. I'm so excited for this. Management psychology. Sensei, what are you willing to make? What are you doing? Oh my gosh. What are you willing to do to make a sale? Another mysterious question from Yakumo. Is everything okay? Well, things have been a bit tough lately. The publishing industry is always in crisis these days, after all. Did you know? It's a manager's right to declare a crisis. Even if sales goes up, you can still insist that uncertain future is putting us in the crisis. And when sales go down, well, obviously that doesn't need any further explanation. After achieving record-breaking sales and relative decline in the performance inevitably flows. Putting it simply, we are suffering a decline in our sales ratio, which is precisely the basis for declaring this a crisis. Honestly, you can't trust managers, hee hee hee. Well, then it seems you can't be trusted either. It's like, yeah, you are a manager, right? So that's how it works, is it? Yeah, I was just kidding, of course. Of course you were, yeah. Anyways, print books have practically become souvenirs, keepsakes. I say that with my giant 2 shelves of manga that I've read maybe once, and I haven't even read all of them, but I like looking at them. I'll read them soon. They look pretty though. Webbooks are such a taste of chaos that predicting their future is impossible. I've been pondering if there's a solution to all this. But even if there were, it'd only be a stopgap measure covering up the core issue. Well, you know, if you keep putting up in temporary fixes, then you might just plug the leak eventually, right? I guess you should get everyone to read a lot of books. Just shut off the internet. We're going to take out the power grid. Yes, that's our fundamental policy. Because of that, I really wish it would snow heavily. Why snow? Because when it snows, students have a tendency to rush back to their rooms and consume whatever content has currently captured them. And that's the ultimate propaganda. You know, I will say, the 2 times when I've just gone ham on reading all the manga in my collection are the 2 times we had power outages at my house. It was like it was like the first time it was like a full-on like day and a half of power outage, and I went through so much, and we had another like long multi-day power outage. Yeah, I mean, she's right. You take away, granted, if I was snowed in, I would be on my computer probably, but if I lost power, I'm reading all my manga, so I just gotta wait for another power outage to read all my manga. It's fine. Excuse me, the ultimate chance to make a public interest recommendations. I almost missed when you would at least pretend to hide it. I believe I haven't quite crossed the final line yet. Anyway, here's a problem. Red Winter is always covered in snow, you see. Since there's already snow everywhere, even if I said there's more pouring down on top of it, wouldn't anyone even care? Then you just have to emphasize how much it snowed. A simple way to put it. You have a good idea. Uh-oh. Sensei, I'm afraid I don't quite understand. Could you please explain it again? Students' questions are always welcome, as I said. Let's use a photo of you making a snow angel for the cover. Why? You need a lot of snow to make a snow angel. I know, I grew up in Red Winter, but why me? I'm a publisher. The spotlight isn't my cup of tea. I don't exactly endear myself to the public either, Sensei. It's exactly why it's perfect. If people see someone like you in the snow, then they'll believe it came down hard. If it's snowing so hard that even the publishing department president, who usually lives a life of luxury, got buried in it. You live a life of luxury? Are you like rich? Are you secretly rich? Or are you joking? That would be a twist. I mean, she's like the president. It makes sense. But like crazy. Everyone would think that's definitely an extraordinary situation. Above all, the scene itself. You'd think it'd be fun. So, you were being sincere after all. Wouldn't you do anything for a sale? I have to have my own words thrown back at me. I can't be helped. Words in writing, once spoken or written, cannot be taken back. I think they can. Oh, is it time? It's time. Oh, it's so cute. Look at her go. Oh, she's having fun. Notice that her hat is on. Notice that her hat is on. She could still be hiding the goat horns. Her hat is on. Her hat is on her head. This is so cute, though. This is so cute. Ah, man. It's adorable, man. Oh, it is soft. She's got 4 cameras on her phone. She is rich, man. This might be nice. Dude, this is so cute. Ah. Mr. Krabs looking photos. Oh my god, crazy. I did say that give me chills. Whoa, the blue face. Oh, she's getting sick. Achoo. Achoo. All right, smile for the camera. Did you get it? Dude, it's so cute. Now then, your turn. Did you really need to make me do this by myself? Oh my god, dude, her voice actor is so good. Her voice is so fun. I love it, man. Dude, she's quickly becoming my favorite. Dear oh dear, I don't think. That's very responsible of you, Sensei. Tony's aspirated Z9. Red winter's cold. It's the same for everyone, you know. Hee hee hee. Oh man. Look at her tail wagging. Look at her tail wagging, dude. The goat of Red Winter. Wow. That was awesome. Do we have any more? Sensei, why am I selling so much? Good things happen when you listen to an experienced adult. That's infuriating. But I can't deny the hard numbers. Just wondering if I could interview the great Sensei for our next feature in Red Winter. I respectfully decline, Chief Editor. That's what I thought. But still, I'll have to visit you now and then, whether it's for editorial inspiration or simply for the sake of it. Drop by anytime. Famous last words. That was so cool, man. Oh, dude, this is sick. All right, we gotta check it out. We gotta check it out. All right, first we need to see, is there any left? Is that it? Okay, that's it. All right, we gotta take a look. Oh boy. Man, this is so good. I love it. I love it, man. This genuinely might be like a top 10 favorite character slash memorial lobby. I've enjoyed this one so much. I don't know why. There's nothing like, I don't know, crazy about it, but man, this is so much fun. Whoops. Give her a head pat. Oh my god, look at how much her head wiggles. And then her tail goes too. Look at her tail going fast. Oh man. Alright, no cheek pulling though, which is fine. I don't mind that. Dude, this is sick. Man, that was so good. That was really good, man. Yakumo, probably top 10 character for me right now. That was awesome.